this week we finished the book of Exodus with a portion of Perkudei. The very last verse of the portion reads, that the cloud of Hashem rested on the sanctuary, and it was a pillar of fire at nighttime before the eyes of all Israel and all of their journeys. So Rashi, the classic biblical commentary, comments that the place where they rested when they would pitch tents and set up the sanctuary was also part of the journey. The Rabbi explains that the Jews were going to Israel, and so camping was a hindrance to their getting to Israel. If they were camping, that means they weren't getting closer to Israel. That's the understanding. So therefore Rashi comes and tells us that their camping was indeed part of their journey. And every stage where the Jews found themselves, wherever they were in the desert, they were on their journey to Israel. So too we, on a journey, we're trying to bring Mashiach. And every stop, even though it may seem somewhat counterproductive to the coming of the Mashiach, really is part of that integral process of bringing the Mashiach. This points out also a connection between the beginning of the book of Exodus and the end. The beginning of the book of Exodus, the Jews are finding themselves descending into Egypt, a 200-year exile filled with toil and peril. But the exile was not for the purpose of exile. The exile was for the purpose of coming out and receiving the Torah and making this world a dwelling place for God, as is indicated in the very last verse which we talked about, that even the place where Jews were held back from traveling and at first glance, not progressing, are indeed on their journey to fulfilling our godly mission here in the world. For the YouParsha, I'm Herschel Finman.